Hi, I'm back. This is Pam Geesey. Welcome to the max phase of the 24-day challenge. I'm very, very prayerful that you had a great cleanse. And if I may, some of you may have not stepped on the scale, but if you did or you have your tape measure out and you are checking in with yourself after 10 days, please be mindful that the cleanse is not a body fat loss program. In those first 10 days, what you got rid of were built up toxins, edema, or inflammation that your body should not have had to begin with, and I'm very, very grateful for that. If you stayed away from alcohol, as is instructed and really highly, highly, highly recommended in the cleanse, we don't want to be detoxifying while we're retoxifying. I'm going to encourage you to continue that behavior, and that will further enhance the results of your challenge. So let's get started on days 11 through 24. Your food guide has not changed. You are going to stick with protein, fruits or vegetables at each of your eating events. Once again, we're doing 6 little eating events a day. Thumbs up for that, right? Before bed, we're very, very mindful that we take protein or protein and vegetables. Fruits and carbohydrates before bed, not a great idea because they enhance your body's um, desire to do something. They're energy food. Fats before bed go into storage just a little bit more quickly than they do if you're up and around and mobile. So although healthy fats are healthy fats, my recommendation is we don't have a lot of them before we go to bed, especially if we're trying to reduce body fat. Okay, if you're trying to gain weight, a healthy fat before bed might be a great slower residual energy source for you. And your coach can certainly set up a three-way call and we can give you a little more guidance if that's your goal. But most people are here to transform body fat. They maybe have a little too much of it for their liking and we're trying to get rid of it. Or we're trying to minimize it. Or we're trying to utilize it as an energy source. So we're on the journey to do that. If you didn't step on the scale, please don't. Just ask yourself a few questions. Is your energy better? Do you sleep better? Do you notice that your cravings are under control, that your sense of fullness or satiety from meal to meal, snack to snack exists now? And are you noticing that your clothes are loosening up? You know, the buttons button a lot easier, or perhaps you slipped on a pair of slacks or a pair of pants or a shirt you haven't worn in a while and you were like, oh my goodness, that certainly is a lot looser than it used to be. Please cherish those things. The scale is not a consistent way to measure positive, productive changes in health. It measures a lot of things. So, but it doesn't always measure how we're transforming body fat in terms of a change in number. So we're looking for inches changed. We're looking for health indicators getting better. And if you have an appointment to go to your doctor and get a CBC or a blood workup or blood lipid profile and that improves, please brag all about that because that's what we're in it for, is to help you with your health. All right, on day 11, your cleanse kit is completely gone, right, guys? There's nothing left. It's not like putting together a bookcase. There's no extra parts. So all those products are gone. If they're not gone, please call your coach, all right, because let's figure out what happened there. Now, day 11, we're going to bust open this little box. We're not going to change our morning profile too much. You're going to start with Spark and Catalyst. To these two products, we're going to add a strip pack of this to your day. That's what your strip packs look like. There are 14 of these inside this box. Notice the first two have stripes, the second two are solid. What's in them? Probiotics and calcium are in the top, another dose of calcium, and a little thermogenic appetite suppressant, something to help you utilize oxygen to produce more energy and therefore burn more fat in here. But calcium is in here, calcium is in here. These two are to be taken at separate times, and the directions are on the front. These two, the white ones at the bottom, can be taken at the same time. So first thing in the morning, these are perforated. Rip that top pack off. Take all of these, especially because your probiotic is in there, with your Spark, and if you're taking it, with your Catalyst. When you are ready for breakfast within 30 minutes, grab a meal shake, mix it up with only water and ice. We talked about that in the cleanse, and please don't add anything to it. We're trying to keep the integrity of the nutrition exactly as it is. And take these 2 white packs with that meal shake. Then you're just going to have this one guy left. This guy goes somewhere between breakfast and lunch or somewhere right after lunch. Preferably we get that in, by early afternoon. Please don't worry about the guidelines. The guidelines are just guidelines. If you miss, it says take 30 minutes before lunch. If you miss it before lunch, take it after lunch. If you feel like you like to take vitamins closer to food, just take them with your food. The only one I really would like you to take before you have any food in your belly, if you can, is this first packet with your probiotics. We want to get that down into your intestinal tract, if we can, be ahead of your food, ahead of your breakfast. Okay? So one of these every day. They're quick and easy if you're traveling, if you have a gym bag, if you're going to be out for the day, just throw the pack in there. And you know what? We're going to get them all in sometime during the day. It's your core nutrition. It is what you cannot get enough of through your food sources. A multivitamin source, extra omegas, your 2 doses of calcium, and your daily dose of probiotics. This little dark, I call it a blueberry. It's a little herbal formula. It helps with the quality of your skin. It helps keep the brown spots to a minimum in your skin and your face. And it also helps the quality of your skin get tighter as you're losing body fat so that we snug up that tissue and we don't have the sagging skin effect. So it's a nice little immune system strengthening, skin strengthening formula that's in that MNS3. You may have a different formula. You may have MNSE, in which case those stripes would be red, or you may have MNSC, which those stripes would be blue. The formulas are slightly different depending on what you felt your priority was when you ordered. The red stripe E formula has a little bit more energy. If you're taking the E formula, do not, under any circumstances, take those first 2 striped packs at the same time. That's really important, okay? And same with the C formula. And actually the same with this formula too. 2 doses of calcium and 2 doses of anything in these strip packs are meant to be taken at separate times. They're designed that way. That's why the instructions are that way. So please honor those instructions. At night, we are still taking Omegaplex, and that is with dinner. So you are getting a dose in your strip pack, and now you're getting a second dose with dinner. We are upping the ante to reduce inflammation and get better healthy fats in your body. Remembering that healthy fats help us mobilize the fats that we're trying to get rid of. Okay, they're helpful in the mobilization process of that. That is essentially what we're doing in days 11 through 24. As you approach like day 15, 16, 17, it's time to think about how's all this working for you. And I'm going to leave you with this thought as you go into the second phase of your challenge. Please notice how your cravings have disappeared and your energy has changed. That is not a coincidence. That is because we cleaned out your system and we have upgraded your nutrition. Many of you, although overweight or over fat, and I don't mean that offensively, just talking about the terms and conditions of how much body fat you're holding, are very, very malnourished. Malnourishment has nothing to do with skinny or a different body than skinny. It is very important that we note if we are not eating good food, and even if we are just unable to get the nutrition we need. So, as you move forward in your journey, think about the importance of staying on Spark. It is your oxygen loading and hydration loading system in the morning. It is what gets your body into thermogenesis or fat burning first thing in the morning. Consider that Catalyst is absolutely brilliant for making sure you don't break down muscle tissue, and nobody wants to lose muscle tissue. It is valuable, calorie-consuming tissue. It requires energy to stay alive. And then consider this. Without this core nutrition, we will eventually be malnourished again. This keeps your appetite under control, your satiety taken care of, or a sense of satiety exists in you, and it ensures that your intestinal tract in your body and your bones with calcium and the minerals in your multivitamin are intact, and it keeps the inflammation in your body under control, that in Omegaplex. So consider staying with Spark, with Catalyst, and with your metabolic nutrition system. And remember, it takes 4 to 5 days to get your products in. So when you hit day 14, 15, review your budget and talk to your coach. And if you're not a discount member, please become a discount member. It is just absolutely crazy to pay full price when you know that this is great nutrition and it's going to help you. And let's get you on a program for sustainable good strategies for nutrition forever. It is not expensive. It's just a few dollars a day to continue with this, and you certainly can reroute some of the money that you perhaps have spent on unhealthy things in the past into a more solid nutrition program. Keep on your great food, keep your hydration strategies up, and if you're ready to up the ante and look at some sports performance products and maybe or some anti-inflammation strategies for different reasons, get with your coach and they can call me. We'll loop me into a three-way call and we'll get that all planned out for you. This is about you. This is customized to you. Please stay within your budget and please take really good care of your health. And we want to hear all about your awesome results. So rock on days 11 to 24, and your coach will touch base with you several times, but around day 15 to see what products you want to stay on and make sure that we get your order taken care of. Have a great rest of your challenge, and please post your results on Facebook. Thanks, guys.